In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on January 14, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Oklahoma City Thunder versus Philadelphia 76ers. The Oklahoma City Thunder, boasting an impressive 32-6 record, are set to face off against the struggling Philadelphia 76ers, who hold a disappointing 15-22 record in an inter-conference matchup at the Wells Fargo Center. Oklahoma City Thunder currently dominates the Western Conference, standing at the top with a commanding display of talent and consistency. Meanwhile, the 76ers find themselves languishing in 11th place in the Eastern Conference, grappling with persistent struggles to establish a winning rhythm. Notably, Philadelphia managed to sweep the season series last year, securing victories and covering the spread in both encounters. However, the disparity in team performance this season promises to make this game a compelling clash. The Thunder's well-rounded offensive strategy, spearheaded by the electrifying Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is further bolstered by their elite, top-ranked defense. This combination provides a substantial advantage against a Philadelphia team plagued by inconsistent showings. Without the consistent presence of Joel Embiid, the 76ers are particularly susceptible to the cohesive and dominant playstyle of Oklahoma City. The statistical contrast between these teams is stark. Philadelphia has struggled as underdogs, holding a 6-12-1 record in that role, while Oklahoma City Thunder thrives as favorites with a 24-11-2 record, reflecting their reliability and exceeding expectations. Recent offensive production further highlights the gap, as the Thunder have averaged an impressive 128 points across their last 3 games compared to the 76ers' modest 105.5 points over their previous 4 contests. The net ratings also underscore the team's divergent trajectories, with Oklahoma City Thunder leading the league with a 12.7 net rating, while Philadelphia lags behind in 23rd place at minus 3.4. Philadelphia's persistent lineup changes continue to disrupt their rhythm, contributing to their uneven results. Night-to-night uncertainty over player availability has hindered the team's ability to perform consistently, and they are expected to miss a significant portion of their rotation once again in this matchup. Adding to their challenges, the Thunder have emerged as the NBA's best team against the spread, boasting a remarkable 26-9-3 record for a cover percentage of 74.3%. This statistic places them comfortably ahead of the Cleveland Cavaliers, the next best team, by 6%. Oklahoma City has also managed to cover in 5 of their last 6 games as a double-digit favorite. The Thunder have become a reliable team for bettors, and until they falter, they remain a solid pick. While Oklahoma City has garnered a reputation for its offensive prowess, it's their top-tier defense that could pose the greatest challenge for Philadelphia's struggling offense. The 76ers rank 27th in scoring this season and have faced frequent difficulties with shooting efficiency. Oklahoma City Thunder's disciplined and structured approach, combined with the likelihood of a slower-paced contest against a Philadelphia team ranked 15th in defensive rating, suggests that this matchup could result in fewer points than initially expected. Both defenses have been performing well in recent games. The Thunder have allowed just 104 points per game in their last 4 outings, while the 76ers have given up an average of 107 points over their previous 5 contests. Season-long shooting statistics from beyond the arc further emphasize the offensive challenges, with Oklahoma City Thunder ranking 18th in three-point shooting at 35.5% and Philadelphia sitting at 24th with a 34.3% conversion rate. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Indiana Pacers. The Cleveland Cavaliers, boasting an impressive record of 33-5 and sitting atop the Eastern Conference standings, are preparing to face the Indiana Pacers, who currently hold 5th place with a 22-18 record. This matchup is scheduled for January 14th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Cavaliers are entering the game following a recent loss, while the Pacers are on a roll with an impressive 6-game winning streak. This game marks the second of 4 meetings between these two teams this season, with Indiana having secured a road victory by a score of 108-93 just this past Sunday. The Cavaliers are still shorthanded with Ty Jerome still out, while the Pacers are missing Aaron Nemsmith, and they have Tyrese Halliburton as day-to-day. The Cavaliers, a dominant force this season, are determined to avoid back-to-back losses, a rarity for them, as it would mark only the second occurrence this year. Heading into Indiana, they face a Pacers squad that managed to outplay them just 2 days ago. In their last encounter, Cleveland started strong, building a lead of as much as 15 points in the first half. However, the tide turned during a disastrous third quarter where they shot a mere 4 for 20 from the field and committed 7 turnovers, ultimately costing them the game. This matchup presents an intriguing test for Cleveland as they look to bounce back from adversity, something they have not faced frequently this season. Currently, the Indiana Pacers are the hottest team in the Eastern Conference, riding high on a 7-game winning streak. However, their victory over Cleveland came at a significant cost as Tyrese Halliburton re-aggravated his hamstring injury, casting doubt on his availability for tonight's game. If Halliburton is unable to play, it would be a major setback for Indiana, despite their impressive second-half performance during Sunday's game in Cleveland. The Pacers' recent success has been anchored by their defense, as they've managed to hold 3 of their last 4 opponents under 100 points. Their defensive length on the perimeter has proven challenging for many teams, but despite Sunday's win, the Pacers entered this contest as 7-point underdogs. The Cleveland Cavaliers have been an exceptionally well-rounded team this season, and minor hiccups like Sunday's loss are to be expected over the course of a long season. That loss can be seen as an outlier, as it is unlikely that the NBA's most potent three-point shooting team will endure another dismal performance, such as their 1-1-for-4-1 showing from beyond the arc in consecutive games. When evaluating the season as a whole, the Cavaliers have clearly been the superior team. Cleveland ranks second in the NBA with an impressive net rating of plus 10.6, while the Pacers are currently 16th with a net rating of 0. With the Cavaliers' 12-game winning streak snap, they are expected to come out with renewed focus and intensity, particularly after their lackluster second half in the previous meeting, during which they still held the halftime lead. If Halliburton is sidelined, Indiana's offense will likely struggle to keep pace with Cleveland's firepower. So the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. In their previous matchup, these two teams combined for a total of 201 points, suggesting that another offensive explosion in this rematch is unlikely, especially given the 48-hour turnaround. With Halliburton listed as questionable, the Pacers' offensive capabilities could be significantly diminished. Both teams showcased strong defensive performances against the perimeter in their last meeting, as they combined to shoot just 2 of 7-6 from three-point range. Additionally, they limited second-chance opportunities, with the Pacers and Cavaliers managing only 15 total offensive rebounds combined. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Phoenix Suns versus Atlanta Hawks. Two teams that are currently teetering near a playoff position in their respective conferences are set to clash on Tuesday night when the Phoenix Suns travel to face the Atlanta Hawks. Both squads share identical records of 19-19, though they occupy different standings in their respective conferences. The Suns, riding a wave of momentum after securing 3 consecutive victories, have fought their way back to an even .500 record, placing them in the 10th spot in the highly competitive Western Conference. Similarly, the Hawks sit in 10th place within the Eastern Conference standings, making this matchup a pivotal one for both teams as they aim to solidify their playoff aspirations. The Suns may be entering this game with a depleted roster, as both Jusuf Nurkic and Grayson Allen are listed on the injury report, potentially leaving Phoenix shorthanded. On the other side, the Hawks have their own injury concerns, with Bogdan Bogdanovic's status for the game still uncertain. Adding to Atlanta's challenges, forward Jalen Johnson's availability remains up in the air, which could significantly impact their defensive capabilities. Without Johnson's presence on the wing, the Hawks will find it difficult to contain Phoenix's offensive firepower, particularly Kevin Durant. Durant's scoring prowess poses a serious threat, especially against an Atlanta defense that has struggled throughout the season. In their first meeting last week, the Suns dominated early, putting up an impressive 40 points in the opening quarter to seize control of the game. The Hawks' defensive vulnerabilities were evident, as they currently rank 28th in the NBA in points allowed per game and deadly dead last in three-point defense. Phoenix, meanwhile, ranks as the league's sixth best team in three-point shooting, making this a particularly problematic matchup for Atlanta. If the Suns replicate their performance from the previous game, the Hawks could be in for another difficult night. The Atlanta Hawks face additional challenges due to their recent lack of game action, as they haven't played in almost a week. This extended layoff might leave them looking rusty and sluggish, especially as the game progresses. Meanwhile, the Suns have been tightening up their defense, allowing just 109.8 points per game over their last 5 outings. In stark contrast, the Hawks have struggled on the defensive end, conceding a staggering 125.0 points per game in their last 3 contests. Phoenix has displayed significant improvement in recent games, particularly in their balanced scoring attack, as evidenced by their win against the Hornets on Sunday. Conversely, the Hawks appear to be trending downward but will benefit from having had ample rest since their last game on Thursday. Despite this, their injury concerns and defensive lapses could prove too much to overcome. I've been critical of the Phoenix Suns this season, as they have underperformed relative to the talent on their roster. Furthermore, their 13-24-1 record against the spread is the worst in the league. However, they managed to defeat the Hawks by 8 points last week, even with Atlanta's Trae Young playing 34 minutes. This suggests Phoenix has the capability to win again, particularly if Young, who is listed as questionable, is unable to suit up. While it's always challenging to beat the same team twice in a row, the Suns' current form and matchup advantages make them a strong bet to secure another victory. So the Phoenix Suns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The initial encounter between these two teams resulted in a total of 238 points, showcasing the offensive potential of both squads. The Hawks have allowed 119 points or more in each of their last 4 losses, underlining their defensive struggles. Ranked 28th in the league for points allowed this season, Atlanta's fast-paced style of play could further contribute to a high-scoring affair, especially as they'll aim to push the tempo following 4 days of rest due to Saturday's postponement. The Suns have also been in strong offensive form, scoring 123 points in their victory over the Hawks last week and recording 114 or more points in their last 3 wins. Both teams have struggled to defend the three-point line, with Phoenix ranking 18th in opposing three-point percentage and Atlanta at the very bottom of the league. Offensively, the Suns are averaging an impressive 119 points over their last 3 games, while the Hawks have posted 115 points per game during the same span. All signs point to an up-tempo, high-scoring showdown on Tuesday night. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.